Hey guys, welcome back to Camper Vibes. We're leaving here on Monday as we continue towards making a change to better our situation. So we thought we'd take you on a little tour before we leave here. So check out this wonderful place called Fisheating Creek.
Last time floating down the creek. That's gonna hold you, honey.
So this is the beginning of the primitive back area camping. Of course, there's the restrooms right there, along with where we do laundry. And then I think there's, what, 50 sites back this way? All primitive, no electric, no water, no sewer, just tent camping. And a lot of them just butt up right to the creek here.
Those are the most favorite spots for people that come here. You gotta get them along the creek, but they do fill up really fast.
And it's kind of nice too, because you can, if you've got a little canoe or kayak, you can tie it right up to your campsite. You can fish from the shore. The creek is still high right now, but it turns into, you know, almost a little beach area.
So as the creek gets lower, across from there, you'll see the sandbanks and stuff like that. That's where people go up and camp along the creek.
Yeah, throughout the whole creek. They'll leave from here for a night and go upstream, downstream, and spend a night and then come back.
Over there is where me and Mason have been working together, the food truck. That's been new this year. So far it's been a success. Great food. easy work, I don't know. It's me and Mason's first day working together.
Yep.
He's the boss of me now. How do you like it so far working with your mom?
Good.
It's been pretty slow today, but we are in the food truck. This is Mason's second weekend and my first day. Going pretty good so far. Other than that, the campground is spacious and beautiful. I think the only complaint that I would have is that it's awfully noisy. You can hear traffic going by all day, all through the night, and it's just that's what drives me nuts. It takes away from, you know, the beauty and the being secluded and, you know.
Yeah, there's the big state highway that runs north and south through Florida is just over there, so you have tons of truckers. You know, it's not the cars that you hear, it's the trucks.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of trucks every minute of every day.
That's the only, I think that's the only
downfall. Yeah.
Having to hear that all day. But
one of the best sites, and we're not going to walk all the way down there, is down this way here. About, what is it, maybe 50 yards, 100 yards down that way is a primitive tent site. One of the downfalls with it is it's right next to the railroad track and then even closer to the road, but it's very secluded and private down there. So these sites here are all, I'd want to say, like a primitive or a smaller RV spot. A few of these you can fit like a pop-up trailer in, or a smaller travel trailer, and then a couple of them do have water and electric, no sewer.
okay.
Recording?
Yep.
So now this is what they call like the back 60s. All the campsites numbered in the 60s. So there's 10 campsites back here, 2 in the center. A couple of them butt up to the creek. But this is really secluded back here. Between the spots that are that way, there's probably 50 to 100 feet, and then the spot this way has 200, 300 yards to the next campsite. So some people that have big groups will just actually come and rent this whole area for the weekend and fit, you know, 100 people back here and have a big party and good times.
Yep. Let's go down this way. So when we got here, this was all flooded, but now everything's finally drying up. Like, this was totally flooded in there.
Filled with water.
Smelled so bad. So we're gonna take you. What?
Spider web.
I'll take you this way. Alright, here's a cute little pond by the shop. You'll often see a gator swimming in here. Little baby one, maybe. What, 2 feet?
It's bigger than 2 feet. It's
You think so?
About 5 feet.
No.
Yeah.
It's little.
Here, record a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so now we're walking from the office, and all those primitive sites we showed you are back this way. We're getting to the RV spots. Now, they have started to remodel this place immensely. If you'll check out some of the drone footage from the RV spots, you'll see that about half of them are cement pads, and the other half are still gravel. So we're going to do it in 2 phases. Phase 1 was done last year. Phase 2 was supposed to be done this year, but due to COVID, funding kind of dried up. So for right now, it's half and half. So this is the newly done cabin that's been open for less than a year. But let me step back down on level ground here, because when Irma came through here, the water was about this high on me through the whole campground, roughly about this high. 3 feet or so flooded through the whole campground. So what they did is they lost their old cabin. They built a new one with phase 1 of that construction. But if you come up here, come over to the side.
Here, you do it.
Don't mind the spiders and the spider webs, but they actually built this cabin on floats. So if it were to storm, we would have to come and take apart the water, electric, and the sewer, and then the floats would lift up on these pillars, which is kind of cool. Floating cabin. So this area right here, along with the other side of the basketball courts, tennis courts, whatever you want to call it, are big group campsites. So some weekends they have like Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, youth groups, that kind of stuff that come, and they fit, you know, 30, 40 tents in there and have a weekend shindig. And in between the north and the south end, you have the RV park, you have the group campsites, and then you have a few straggler sites. There's, what is there, 9 of the scrub oaks, 3 plus 2, so about 14 different sites that are kind of in between. And then there's a huge little dead area that doesn't have a whole lot, and then you get to the north end that Michelle was talking about. So one thing that is kind of nice, in between the RV park area and the north end, there's a bunch of different little trails. So Lola has her favorite trail where we walk up against the hunting land and the campground area, and it's a big sandy trail that she just loves to run down. Time for Lola to come running up by us. This is the north end of the campground. You have 10 sites in this little area here that ultimately sit right next to the, what we call the swimming lake, the swimming depot. That is a lake that may or may not have an alligator in it that you can go swimming in. It's got a rope swing. You can bring canoes, kayaks out there, floaties, all that kind of fun stuff. There's also 6 sites that butt up to that area of the beach. During the summer or warmer days, those aren't really sought after because there's no shade trees. But they do, you can camp or have a bonfire right on the beach there of this lake.
Lola, don't go in the water, okay? So hopefully you guys enjoyed the campground tour of Fisheating Creek. We really enjoyed staying here for the few months that we were here. Stay tuned for a future video where we'll give you the pros and cons of this campground, what we thought about it, or our opinions, and yeah, just stay tuned for that video.
As I said at the beginning, we need to continue working towards a better plan for us. I will say that we are leaving here early. We really wanted to spend our entire winter here especially me. I love Florida and the weather. T-shirts, shorts in December.
It's really hot to be wearing a
Yeah,
sweatshirt.
it's a little too warm today for that, but we ultimately had to make some choices in our life that we needed to change. And over the next couple weeks, as you see some of those changes and those choices, part of the reason is we need to focus on us. And by us, I mean, you know, getting rid of the truck payment as we discussed, getting our life where we need it to be self-sustained and self-sufficient. Being here has been just great. But the time, you know, we've both been working 4 days a week. We don't get that time that we need to focus on what we need to focus on. So ultimately, we had to make the choice that we needed to leave here early. And
so as much as we love the RV lifestyle, I think that we are going to try something totally different out of, you know, anything we've ever experienced. We have ultimately found out that RVs aren't the right style for us right now. So you're gonna have to stay tuned for future videos to see kind of what changes are gonna be happening in our lives on this journey for us trying to live a little bit more simpler and smaller. Some tips and tricks, you know, a little advice of what our opinion is with the RV lifestyle. It's not a bad thing, but I think that we feel that, you know, there's quite a few things wrong with that lifestyle. Not the RV lifestyle, just the RVs itself.
yeah, and we'll, you know, maybe next week or week after at some point we'll show you with our trailer. You know, when we bought this trailer, like we said last video, that we only thought we'd have 2 children with us. Well, now we got 3 children with us, and 2 of those children are sleeping on pull-out or couches, you know, that the RV industry claims can sleep 2 people and all this kind of stuff. Well, those things are junk, and they were junk in the Cougar, they were junk in the Carbon.
Now granted, those are for just weekend warrior type people, you know, they're not for full-time families, but still, you know, it's just, there's many things with the RVs that we found.
And you pull them out, they take up space and all this kind of stuff. It just doesn't go the way that we want it to go and the way that functions for us.
Yeah, and there has been no RVs out there, and we've looked at hundreds of RVs, and there isn't one particular style that works for us, except for the Cougar.
I still don't think the Cougar was the greatest because of the couch thing. The couch was junk in there.
Well, yeah.
And even if we had Mason with us in the Cougar, he would have been sleeping on the couch in the
But
living
I mean,
room.
as far as living, you know, like the space was spacious, and there was, you know, room, but there were still many things wrong with that for the lifestyle that we were trying to achieve. That's what we're trying to say with any RV that we looked at, that we could find.
And even down here, we've been looking. We spent about 3 weeks every day off going and looking at different things to try to figure out how to Class C's, fifth wheels. I mean, it's just, you know, and ultimately, as we said, we want to live simply. We want to get rid of our bills so that we can live simply and focus on us, our family, and some adventures. So I know a lot of people have maybe subscribed to our channel because of the RV lifestyle. And as we try to bridge a gap to the new family that we will be joining, we're still going to be part of the RV lifestyle. And our channel hasn't really been about RV living. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's about living in an RV to have those adventures and to inspire people to live a simpler life.
It's not so much about what we are living in. We just need something to live in, of course, but it's not what we're living in. It's the memories that we were making and want to make, and, you know,
so
those things.
Don't leave us. We're still going to have some adventures. We'll still have some bloopers, and probably even more bloopers, and hopefully our ultimate goal is to get out there more and not necessarily be in one spot for a numerous amount of time. That's what really she wants to do. As we've said since the very beginning, boondocking.
We're gonna say that in every video.
Yeah. That's our goal, and really trying to get our family to there.
Well, it's just trying to show you guys that there's a different way to live, that we don't need to live that normal lifestyle where you have to be in a house, you have to do all those normal things that society expects from us. You know, there are options, you know, and we want to show you that we came from a normal lifestyle, but we're living an alternative lifestyle, and we're still alive, we're having fun, and we're just enjoying the adventure, all the things that, you know, we're learning, or, you know, all the mistakes that we're making.
A lot of mistakes.
Along with the good times, you know, so, and that's in any situation, any type of lifestyle, I believe. So stay tuned for our next video. We will be heading out Sunday. We're gonna get this one edited and uploaded so you have it for this Sunday, but hopefully we don't miss too many more Sundays. I know it's been kind of hit or miss with us right now, but our Wi-Fi has been really slow, and we're not driving an hour away to edit videos. It's just crazy, but we will hopefully get better at, you know, getting the videos back out every Sunday like we originally were.
And as we have more time, and we'll, like I said, discuss it in a future video of work camping and that kind of stuff, and our goals. Hopefully we have more time to get more videos out, and
got a lot of video ideas, just gotta get the time. And
as we dive into this new adventure, please don't leave. We love all of you that have joined.
Yes.
Hopefully you have enjoyed us and our unique take on RV living. Well,
still recording?
yep. And a spot.
Stay tuned for our next video, you guys. We're gonna be leaving Sunday. No. So stay tuned for when we hit the road. We leave Monday. You guys you'll see this Sunday, so we'll leave Monday. I don't know if we'll get a video next week, but we're gonna certainly try to be more, you know, proactive with getting our videos out every Sunday. That's kind of been, you know, a drawback because our Wi-Fi here has been really slow, and we're not driving an hour away to get Wi-Fi, so sorry. So and the next place that we're going, yeah, just we'll see you in our next video, and we hope to I get to say that all over. It's
All over the place.
See you guys till next time.
All right, bye.